Hey guys, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh, it must be Saturday. We're back with some more RimWorld. I'm still getting up to speed here. I just got out of work, so give me a moment to get caught up and get things going around here. Alright, as usual, we've got to play the What Was Dave Doing Last Week game, and I don't honestly remember. Do we have any prisoners? No. Okay, I don't need to worry about any prisoners. Good. Good. How's the Royal Muffalos? Royal Muffalos are fine. Excellent. Well, in that case, we're basically kind of good to go here. They could use a little bit more food. Would not be a bad idea if the Royal Muffalos had a little bit more food. Are we doing kibble at the moment? Do we have any kibble going at all? Let me see what's going on down here. Oh, no, I've done it all horribly wrong. Let me see what's going on down here. Yeah, we've got a little bit of kibble cooking along. I'll make some more. Won't kill us to have a little bit more of that. And then what? What season is it? Oh, it's spring. Oh, good. We'll start getting some crops in around here. Particularly some hay. That would not be a bad idea for our many goats. We have so many goats around here. Probably far more goats than one human being actually needs. But goats nonetheless. Goats nonetheless. Alright, what's my plan? What's my move? What am I doing here? How's my defenses? I haven't really looked at them recently. How are things going around here? Yeah, the walls are good. The traps are good. Double wall here for no readily explainable reason other than I felt like putting a double wall there. Well, I guess we just keep carving into the mountain then. That's a good spot for a bedroom. That would make somebody a fairly decent bedroom someday. I don't know when, but someday there could be a fairly decent bedroom up there. What if, how am I going to do this here? I'm going to start a little mining project. I think we're going to go like this, and then we're going to come down like this. This is my plan. This is what I'm going with here. Here, and then this. This is going to be somebody's bedroom someday. I don't immediately know when. And actually, no. Cancel a little bit of that. Cancel a little bit of that. Cancel that much. There we go. That's a decent bedroom for somebody. Somebody will like that. I don't know who, but somebody will like that. And somebody's going to have to live there. They're all going to have to learn to cope. Ah, there you guys all are. Sorry, I couldn't see chat for a second. And by a second, I mean the first 2 minutes of the stream. Perturby, M, Dr. Avalanche, Bristly, Mel, Kukul, welcome, welcome. Hey, I can finally see chat again. I was wondering why it was so quiet. I was feeling very lonely and kind of sad about things. Like, oh, nobody came in. That would make me super, super sad. But now I can see chat again. Yay, good. I hope I don't have to keep refreshing it. That would be kind of a pain in the neck. We shall see as things go on. Anyway, there's my mining project for right now. And then I think I'm going to put another bedroom, maybe a bigger bedroom. Give somebody a nice big bedroom off here. And actually, if I do that, I don't really need this bit. That's largely unnecessary. Hang on, I'm just refreshing chat again. I feel like I'm missing things around here. Hang on. Hang on. Is there more? No, okay, it's the same chat. All right, excellent. Never mind. Never mind. Everybody go back to normal. Everybody go about your business, please. It's all perfectly fine. All right, very good. Anyway, welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so it looks like the Saturday stream will continue to be at 3. That's going to be the new time of the Saturday stream because, well, that's when I'm getting out of work. So that's when I get to come home and do the stream for you guys. We'll keep that as the sort of regular schedule for right now, unless something changes. In which case you'll be the first to know. Who's lacking a ranged weapon? Oh, Borba. Right, you're the new guy around here. Right. Right. Do I have any weapons that I could give you at any point? Where do we live again? We live over here. Okay, super. Do I have any weapons that I could be giving you? I mean, you could have a revolver. Actually, I've got a machine pistol. That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. And there you were talking to yourself, soldiering on. Kugel, that's how streams go sometimes. I have told this story many times, but my first few streams, nobody watching. Nobody at all. Zero people. Technically it said 1, but that was me. I was watching my own stream. So, yeah, it's actually great practice. I think everyone should start streaming like that. I think everyone should talk to themselves for 2 hours straight and keep the stream going, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to keep the stream going and keep you guys as entertained as I humanly can. So if you're not chatting, I just assume nobody is here. I assume nobody is here, and I'm just going to talk to myself for 2 hours. And you know what? I can do that. I can 100% do that. But I'm glad you guys are here. I don't know why I had to refresh my screen for that, but I am pleased you're here. Borba. Borba. Why don't you have this good auto pistol? Just for something. Just for something to shoot people in the face with. Because it's probably going to come up. Although it has been relatively quiet in RimWorld lately. Gonzalo is fully healed. Good. What exactly was it that was wrong with you again? Nothing, I don't know. You're fine. Whatever it is, you're fine. And do I have power up here? PS me. PS. Yeah, but not really where I want it. So let's take this over here, and then over here to start. And then I'll figure the rest out later when they get done with this. Although, if they wanted to do that sooner rather than later, I could put a light in the Royal Muffalo feeding area just to speed up their work a little bit. Okay, what else do I really need to do? I could get some more medicine made. We're a little shy on medicine. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's get, how much Nutriamine do I have? 15? Great, we're going to make 15. Make 15 medicine and call me in the morning. What else do I need to do? I'm kind of at my what was I doing last week phase, as I often am, so I'm not 100% sure what I, Oh, yeah, I am needing to be refreshing chat. That's weird. I'm not getting live chat. I keep having to refresh my screen. You people are saying things, and I'm not seeing it. So the last chat I saw was Bristly Stranger saying par for the course. Anything underneath that, I haven't seen yet. Mella's baking a cake. That is possibly the most exciting thing I have heard. Oh, why don't we have cake? I want cake now. I want cake. Willow, welcome. Abby Shark, welcome. Ethan, welcome, guys. Fantastic. I may have to keep refreshing chat. I'm not sure what's going on. It's usually on YouTube's end. But I may have to keep refreshing chat to see you, because I'm not seeing it coming up live. So I apologize if you're saying things and I'm not responding to them. It's that I haven't seen it yet. It's like I'm traveling in time from the past. Isn't that cool? What was I doing? Oh, medicine. Right, so we'll get some medicine going on. I feel like I should take down the dormitory, but I also feel like it's not worth it, because probably at some point we'll get another refugee quest, and I'm going to have to obviously deal with that silliness, like the last one. A simple white one with just the ingredients I already have. Oh, that sounds good. Oh, we don't have cake. And I'm still not seeing live chat, so I am constantly refreshing this just so I can see you guys. No big deal on my end, but if I'm a little behind in responding, that's what's going on. So I'm playing RimWorld, reaching over, refreshing chat, hearing about cake, and then moving on with my life. So maybe if I wonder what I could do. To change that. Possibly nothing at all. I'll probably just keep refreshing things until I grow tired of such silliness. YouTube's numbers are all out of whack for me. My numbers are accurate, or at least what I believe to be accurate based on what I expect them to be. But this is a little weird. I've never, like, you're coming up... Oh, you know what? I can probably just read it on my backup monitor, because I can see the chat in Streamlabs. Okay, that might work even better. Because, oh yeah, this is so weird to watch. I'm watching Willow talk about chat not being very active, and I'm not seeing that in my live chat, but I'm seeing it on my monitor where I'm watching sort of the playback here 7 seconds later. So yeah, I will perpetually be 7 seconds in the past. It's so cool. M should bake. M should absolutely bake. Everybody should bake a cake now. Everybody go do a cake. We don't, just simply not enough cake. Willow wants donuts. Also an excellent idea. Excellent idea for donuts. I'm going to pan out just so you people have something to look at here. Lemon squares, yeah, no. No, lemon squares are not acceptable. We will not be doing lemon squares. I'm sorry, Em, but no. I'm going to go a hard no on lemon squares. Cake, donuts, absolutely. Perfectly acceptable thing for us to be having. Lemon squares, yeah, no, not so much, really. Not so much. No, we're not doing that. Hang on, I'm going to refresh again. I'm really not sure what's going on, but I can kind of see some of it and kind of see none of it. Mel wants lemon squares and donuts. Well, can I just have the donuts part of that equation? Because I'm really not so much into lemon squares. I see we got one piece of mining done, and then we just gave up. Excellent. We did one square and called it a day. It does look like you did most of the power except for the one that actually counts. Except for the one that actually would get the job done around here. So, fantastic. Good job, team. Well done, Painstingle, Shield, Kalian, all you guys. Well done there. Excellently done. Are we? Yes, food is going to the Royal Muffalos. That is excellent. Good, good, good. Mr. Willow doesn't eat sweets, so I don't bake as much as I used to. You can shuffle them all over here. You could, I mean, honestly, Mrs. Dave is about the best baker I know, so it's largely irrelevant. But you can shuffle any unwanted sweets in our direction. A vegan magnum. What's a vegan magnum? Is that like a gun? Like a firearm? A vegan magnum? Is it a vegetable firearm? Are you making firearms out of vegetables? Please say yes. That would be ideal. I would appreciate that. What is a vegan magnum? Like the only thing I think of magnum is like a magnum of champagne. And I don't know why you'd put that in the freezer. That would be a very, very odd thing to do. I'm pretty sure, I'm not a champagne expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't live in the freezer. So what exactly is a vegan magnum, Bristly? Because I'm really hazy on this. I'm just going to look at my crop fields until this has resolved itself, and then I can stop thinking about it then. Oh, wait, now, hang on. Now live chat is, like, rapidly updating for me. That is so weird. I'm just... Okay. Oh, Magnum ice cream. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Then that's perfectly acceptable. You should totally keep that in the freezer. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and put a hard foot down on that one. Ice cream belongs in the freezer, and now chat is getting caught up for me. So I should be a little more responsive than trying to read it in a small monitor so I can watch my own playback. Oh, Magnum ice cream. Okay. So not a vegan firearm. That's... I mean, I'm not going to say I'm not disappointed by that. But ice cream is very good. Ice cream's actually better. Ice cream's better. Did I get myself a nice Christmas tree? Yes, actually, Mrs. Dave and I did very well on the Christmas tree. Because a lot of places, I don't know how it is in various other parts of the world in the country where you guys are, but around our area, a lot of the places that usually do Christmas trees this year are just flat out not doing them. They're just, no, we just can't get them, aren't interested, not interested, no thank you. So a lot of our favorite places aren't doing trees, so we had to kind of scramble to find a different place. And when we got there, they were basically almost sold out. They had like maybe half a dozen, 6 to 8 trees left. And thankfully, we were able to find one of them that we liked. So kind of was like a drive-by tree shopping experience. Like flew in there, grabbed the first thing that met our needs, and flew out of there. But it did turn out to be a pretty good tree. It's pretty good. It's not perfect. I mean, under a normal year, we'd have a better selection to pick from, but it's a darn good tree, and I think we're perfectly happy with it. Ethan just has a synthetic tree. We can't. Mrs. Dave and I are hardcore real tree. If it's not going to be a real tree, we're just not going to do it. We just won't have a tree at that point. One of the reasons Mrs. Dave and I clicked very quickly, because we started dating around Christmas season, is we realized that our families do Christmas in a very similar fashion. So we kind of got along in that, like, everyone does Christmas their own way, and it's the family you grow up in, and it's all cool. We do Christmas in a very similar fashion, so it just, we kind of clicked right into that. I don't think that's something you can make happen. It may start a riot to get a baby muffalo. Okay. Baby Muffalo riot, that's fine. I can't make it go any faster, Em. I have no command over the Muffalo. They're gonna do things that grown-up Muffalos do in the privacy of their own cave, on their own time. I can't make it go any faster. Remind me which one of you is female, by the way. Is that you? Yeah, you're female. Oh, wait, Em, huddle up. Muffalo is pregnant. Late-stage pregnant, no less. Late-stage pregnant. Oh, we may see another baby Muffalo today. I didn't realize Muffalo was pregnant. I don't even know when that happened because I swear I checked last week. All right, good news, Em. Muffalo is pregnant. It's a fair choice you can make about the tree. Yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, I don't care. You know, if people have a synthetic tree, that's totally cool. I mean, they look great. They look fantastic. I mean, they're obviously kind of perfect. But Mrs. Dave and I are real tree or no tree at all. That's just the way we are. It's totally cool. And we like our real tree. We like the house to smell like Christmas, and we certainly love vacuuming up pine needles for a month. It's very awesome. And then finding pine needles 6 months later. We love having the cat, cough up a pine needle or two. It's all very, very good stuff. Very, very good stuff. So Perturby, yes, a baby underway. I didn't even know Muffalaw was pregnant. That's totally news to me. Oh, we made a rifle. I think I was making that for Borba. Are you wicked good at shooting, Borba? You're solid. You're solid. You're not bad at shooting. Why don't you take the rifle instead of the machine pistol? I think that would be a better choice of weapons for you. I need help choosing between Lethis Own of Progress? Lethis Own. I think there's a typo in there. I'm not sure what Lethis Own is. Townsman, I can't give you any opinion on Townsman. I've never played it. Never played it. I would honestly go Civ 6. But, that's just me. I happen to love playing Civ 6. So I came from Civ 2 to Civ 6. I missed all the rest of them in between. I missed 3, 4, and 5. I've watched a lot of gameplay of 5, particularly the Geek Cupboard. But I haven't actually played it myself. I went straight from 2 to 6. And I still to this day feel Civilization 2 is a very solid game. I wish you could play it on a modern computer, but you can't. Our fake tree is about 8 years old and looks a little scraggly. Yeah, you're not wrong, Dave's wife. It is, in fact, the biggest tree we've ever had. It's certainly the tallest tree. There's no question it is the tallest tree we've ever had. Thankfully, we've got some good ceiling height and a nice handy stairwell to tuck it into. But it is certainly the tallest tree. Mrs. Dave, we're basically actively talking about cake. So it's 16 minutes into the stream, and I'm already hungry. To be honest, I don't really care about the tree because I usually travel during the 2 weeks of Christmas. Don't we usually put up the tree since we're not home? Yeah, we do. We usually go pretty much commonly the weekend after Thanksgiving or very close to. That's pretty typical for us. So we'd like to get it done by the first week of December so we've got time to enjoy it. And then it stays up until New Year's Day. Basically, New Year's Day, it comes down. Or, the second or basically right after New Year's we pull it down. It is slightly more off-center than we usually set it up. Yeah, it's not, you know what, and we looked at it last night. I know we looked at it last night. And no, every single year we put up a tree, it looks perfectly straight right up until the moment we say we're done putting up the tree, and then somehow it looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I think it's just us. I think it's just the Dave family. We're just something slightly off-center about us. There's just slightly off-center. You can actually check how long until the baby is born. My day has been made. I'm glad, Em. I didn't know Muffalaw was pregnant. I honestly had no idea that was actually a thing that was happening. Can we do a C-section and get it now? No, we can't. Somebody remind me. I know I've seen it before. I don't remember exactly where it is in the tabs to find out the exact day. I know it's here. I've seen it. Is it info here? Creature is... No. Is it here? No. Late stage. I know it's in here. I can't remember where exactly it is, though. But I know, you're right. There's a time to check place to check the exact day. We have no butter. Oh, dang. And you can play Civ 2 with DOSBox. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I haven't tried, honestly. I mean, I say I wish I could play it today. I probably could if I wanted to, but honestly, I'd probably go to Civ 6. I'd go to Civ 6. Put up the tree the weekend after Thanksgiving. It'd be up until the weekend after New Year's. Lack the energy. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a process. We still haven't decorated it. We still have yet to decorate it. We just kind of got it last night because we knew it was going to be a hassle to get a tree, and we did get very lucky getting one. It was kind of a... as I say, there was only about 6 to 8 of them left, and we happened to agree on one of them. Otherwise, we'd be out of a tree. I mean, there were other places we were going to go, but we really kind of wanted to favor this place because we knew they'd be somewhat reasonably priced. Do you have a pet that likes to play with the tree? Oh, God, yes, Kugel. Yes, we have Kitty. Kitty is as much a member of this channel as anyone else. I mean, Kitty has his own channel in the Wee Hours Discord. Shameless self-promotion, link down below. So Kitty is as much a member of the channel as anyone else. Kitty when we put the decorations up, like the night we put the decorations up, he'll go a little nuts with them and he'll bat them around. And then he kind of stops caring for a while. Every once in a blue moon, as the Christmas season progresses, he'll start playing with them again, but he's not crazy about it. He doesn't wreck the tree. He absolutely has never wrecked the tree. But he loves sleeping underneath it. He absolutely loves sleeping underneath the tree. It's like his favorite thing. That's where he will be for the next 3 weeks, solid. Off center like that bingo podium. I just didn't center with the room, Ethan. I think it all works. I think the Pink Flamingo Bingo Hall is solid. It is. And actually, the next one I kind of, wait, the next one or the one after? Because I've recorded a couple in advance. No, it's the one after. I actually changed the decor a little bit. But I put the wrong number of tiles in, so it didn't center perfectly. In the Animals tab, and then hover over the... in the Animals tab. Oh, I knew it was around here somewhere. I just couldn't remember where to see that. So, Muffalaw. Okay, you are pregnant. 21 days out of 28 days. So, 7 days, Em. 7 days. There's an ornament still under the couch from last year. Wow, that's really on us, though. That's on us. That's just saying we don't move the couch when we clean. Leth's Path of Progress. Steampunk version of Townsman. I'm not familiar with that. I've actually never heard of that. So your guess is as good as mine. I mean, of the 3 that you mentioned, I'd certainly say Civ 6, but I also haven't played the other 2. So I have no idea if they're any good or not. So yeah, 6 days now. 6 days. We just ticked over, I think. 6 days, Em, and we've got a new baby Muffalo. Yeah, the ornament under the couch, that's on us. That just says we haven't moved the couch in a year. So God knows what's underneath it. In fact, it's probably best we never moved again. I think we should never know what's underneath it. All right, Borb is out mining. Did you? Oh, you guys finally finished the thing that I asked you to do, the power lines. So let's get one there and one there, and then how about? No, I'll wait and I'll move some more power over there, or I'll wrap it around here or something along those lines. Time for baby Muffalo names, indeed. I mean, Em, it's going to be really hard to top Muffleberry, because Muffleberry is about the most adorable name for a Muffalo baby that I can think of. I don't know what I can do to top Muffleberry, but I am open to suggestion in chat. I am open to suggestion as to what could be even more adorable than the name Muffleberry. It's just fun to say. Gary Coleman. Really? Gary Coleman is your name for the Muffalo baby? I mean, I get it. It's small. But that's really the only connection between Gary Coleman and a Muffalo baby. I mean, literally, that's the only connection. And I'm pretty sure a baby Muffalo is probably still bigger than Gary Coleman. No, it's the stretch. Is the Cannibal Doctor still alive? Oh, no. That was the previous colony. So, yeah, we started a whole new colony. Nox. We started a whole new colony. I know exactly who you're talking about. Awesome doctor. But, no, this is a completely 100% new colony. I am confident I don't have any cannibals right now. Not a single cannibal right now. Right? No, nothing. Addie, transhumanist. I'm so going to get you hooked up, Addie. Don't even sweat it. No, not a single cannibal amongst them. Nope, not one. I rearrange my furniture every few months. I can't imagine having my furniture in the same spot for over a year, but I'm weird that way. No, I totally get it. And, sometimes I say sometimes we freshen the place up a little bit. We really don't. Things just sort of stay where they are. Although, there will be a thing in the future where we've got to kind of reorganize where I record right now. But the thing with our couch is it's a large sectional, and it can literally only live in one spot. There's only one spot in the downstairs that it can fit. It makes any sense. That it actually hugs a couple of walls. And we have a rather small house, so it's kind of limited to exactly where it is. So it's not, I suppose we could put it somewhere else, but it wouldn't make any sense and it would stick out into the room and be incredibly awkward. Yeah, I'm actually curious too. Where did Gary Coleman come into the equation? Why are we talking about... Is Gary Coleman still alive? I'm going to go a loose yes on that. I believe Gary Coleman is still alive on that. I had a raider called Anarchist. I wonder what they do. Anyone else move their bed around because sleeping in the same spot gets boring? Well, again, our bedroom is a little tight as well, so We could theoretically turn the bed around and do different things with it, but it kind of only makes sense in one spot. Otherwise, so short answer no. Short answer no. I'm going to speed through the night here just so I can kind of get some stuff moving along. I'd like them to start finishing off these bedrooms, and then I'm going to have them start smoothing out those walls. City skylines, high rise, and 2-point hospital. Not looking for a Sim City-ish game. If you had to pick one of those three, I'd say City Skylines, then 2-point hospital, then Project High Rise. That would be my order of operations there. Gary Coleman is dead. Okay. Wow, 2010. Wow, that was a while ago. I am not up on my Gary Coleman information. I mean, admittedly, I don't care. So it's hardly surprising. Gary Coleman is a perfectly nice person, or I'm sure he was, but I just don't care. I found that sleeping with a bed on my back wasn't very comfortable. No, I imagine it probably wasn't, Kukul. Let's get some smoothing action going on here. Let's smooth that surface, and that one, and that one, and all of this. Get all of this going. I know you won't be able to do the ones in the corner. Just do the best you can here. Try and get things done. That and all of that. There we go. We made chem fuel. Oh, right. I did put up chem fuel generators, right? I did. It's just nobody's actually bothered to fuel them. Kalian, what are you doing? You're going to fix a spike trap because we killed a rabbit. Okay, perfectly acceptable things to do. Sim Casino, then. Are you asking if somebody should play Sim Casino, or are you asking when the next Sim Casino is? I can answer one of those questions. Guess which one. Next Sim Casino is tomorrow, actually. I don't know about Gary Coleman. I used to think Wayne Knight was dead. Who's Wayne Knight? Turns out he's in fact alive. I've been wrong for about 5 years. I'm not 100% sure who Wayne Knight is. And by not 100%, I mean I have no idea who Wayne Knight is. Is that a person? Does that person exist? Are you making stuff up? It wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. I'm easily fooled sometimes. Kalian, you were just out here recently. Why don't you go refuel that generator when you get a chance? We've got a lot of chem fuel. How about we actually put it in the chem fuel generator? Just for giggles. Just for fun. Just for fun. And we could actually do with somebody getting on... Yeah, we really need somebody on hardcore cleanup duty. Reed, that's usually you. You're usually my cleaning person. What are you up to now? Oh, you're on Super Plant Cut. Okay. And Super Art. Right. Yeah, it is important that we get some art so we got something to sell around here. Do you have more art to do? You're actually going to go do that right now, aren't you? Come here, Reed. I need to talk to you. Yeah, you're making a large sculpture after you haul a dead rabbit to the freezer. Fair enough. He was in Jurassic Park. Oh, okay. I've seen Jurassic Park. I'm sure I'd know him if I saw him. It's that kind of thing. But I can't put a face to the name right at this moment. Okay, what do I need? I don't need any clothes. We've got plenty of clothes, although I do have a good chunk of Devil Strand. It'd be fun if somebody had a Devil Strand cape. Oh, except that's a smithy, Dave. That's not where we make the clothes. It's where we burn the clothes. How about we made a cape? Let me go to details. How about we try to make a Devil Strand cape? So clear all of that. Just Devil Strand. Oh, 285 on that. Do I have 285 Devil Strand? I might. Well, go to the thing, Dave. Go to the thing. How much do I got? Oh, wow, I have exactly 285, because that's exactly what that number was telling me. Well done, Dave. You figured it out. Not a big fan of snails. Wait, why are we talking about snails now? I'm very confused. Is that in reference to Gary Coleman? To Gary Coleman, was he some sort of snail expert? Are we comparing Gary Coleman to a snail? Did he move very slowly? I just remember he was a security guard for a while. That's about all I know about Gary Coleman. You know, and the height thing, obviously. We're all very clear on that. So we're back to Devil Strand. Try and make a Devil Strand cape. I think that would be fun. It'll make you look like Superman. I do have a 6-year-old Mammoth Snail in my yard. Really? Does the news know about that? When you say Mammoth Snail, are we talking like more or less than 2 feet in height? Because there's a limit on snails where I will be not okay with them. And I think it's, I think it's anything over the size that the snails are now. So I don't want giant snails. I don't know how we got from Gary Coleman to giant snails. I'm not interested. I don't care. It's not my problem. I would just be, in the grand scheme of things, if you tied me down and said you can only talk about one thing, it would be Gary Coleman and not giant snails, because snails are kind of gross, really. They're just sort of, they don't wig me out as much as bugs do, but they're just kind of not okay. Like, I feel nature and evolution should have looked at the snail, and the slug for that matter, and said, why are we bothering with this? How can we get rid of this? This was an obvious mistake. Just, why did we do snails? Why? Why do we even have these? They don't seem to serve any real purpose. Let's just get rid of them. I feel nature should have made that choice for us. But no, here we are. We have mammoth snails. Giant, I don't know, 6-foot-tall snails. Moving very slowly. It's not that you can't run away from them, because you totally can. But they're huge and gross, and apparently they're in M's yard. Giant snails. Just sort of schlumping all over the place. That's the only sound I could describe for a snail. Now, back to RimWorld. What do I need to be doing around here today? Food is coming in. We've got plenty of food. We have so much meat. We're just having a ridiculous amount of meat in here. Oh, we've killed so many animals. Is there any other animals I should be murdering while I'm in the neighborhood? Oh, turkeys. Get them. Get them. Kill that turkey. Not one turkey shall live on my map. It's probably a foot long. Are you kidding me? Harriet and Charlotte, welcome, welcome. Welcome. We were given salt. Yeah, it does take the sting out of them very, very quickly. Very quickly. A foot-long snail. Okay, in the same way that where Mel lives is like the perfect place to live, where you live is the worst place in the world. Do you live in like Australia or something where nature hates us? Why do we have a foot-long snail? Why does that even exist? Why didn't evolution get rid of that? There's no reason for that. We don't need a foot-long snail. Nobody needs that. That's absolutely... Maybe snails exist to be eaten. Well, you know what? Find something else to eat. Find something else to eat. They don't help plants. Nope. Clean fish tanks. Okay. Clean scum. Right. I think we could find something better. I think we could find something more efficient than a snail. Bird Brains, welcome. Story of the snail. An evolution agent was behind on a project and had to work quickly, grabbed random parts, threw them into a blender, and turned it in. And then when they ran out of shells, they said, oh, by the way, I've also got slugs for you. So here's this thing, this snail thing that I've come up with. But I've ran out of shells, so you can also have this other one as a slug. They're two different animals. They both basically do the same thing, and they're both kind of gross when you get down to it. And again, they don't completely wig me out, but they're just kind of bleh. And why? Why are you here? Why do you live on this planet? Painstingle, what exactly are we researching? Oh, fabrication. Oh, very good. I'll be very, very into that, because that will get us bionic replacements. Oh, Addie, gonna have some bionic replacements for you. Where am I gonna put the fabrication bench? Probably right here. Actually, that's probably a perfect spot for it. Oh, South Africa. Yeah, I think nature kind of hates you down there too, doesn't it? And nature is not overly keen on you. Not as bad as Australia, certainly. Not as bad as Australia. But I think South Africa, that's also a place where nature kind of hates you. Clearly, if you have giant snails, South Africa just said, ha ha, welcome, we hate you. Prison Architect, no, not today. Nope, this is RimWorld. Copboy, this is RimWorld. Insert a thought here and leave later with a complete story. Yeah, pretty much, Nox. Welcome to the channel. Zardus, welcome. Welcome. Do you have a place for snails in your heart? I do not, sir. No, I do not. No. My heart is not open to snails, or slugs, or bugs, or anything along those lines. So, no, I appreciate you, I appreciate the offer, but my heart is closed to snakes, snails. Actually, I don't mind snakes. Snakes are okay. I have no particular problem with snakes. I live and let live. They do their thing, I do mine. But slugs, snails, no, there's no place in my heart. My heart door is locked shut to slugs and snails. Giant Ghana African snail. A length of, okay, 7.1 inches, thank you. A diameter of 3.5 inches. Okay, but M's talking about stuff that's like a foot long. So that's even bigger. Even bigger. So, no. If you had to choose slug or snail, ooh, I'd go snail. Nox, I'd go snail. Mia, welcome, 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 welcome. Snails and slugs are absolutely not sheep. No, they're the polar opposite of sheep, really. In the not sheep category, they are number one, really. Number one. Insects bugged you. Ah, I see what you do there. I see what you did. So if I had to choose slug or snail, I'm going to go snail, because at least you can pick them up without being gross. You can grab them by the shell and pick them up, and it's not as gross as a slug. Giant African snail invaded the Caribbean. Government told us to kill them all. All right, you know, Mel, I think you have a sensible government there. I think that's a very, very sensible government. Kill them all. I hope that was the headline with a picture of the giant snail. Like, I hope every newspaper, you know, where you are that day, giant picture of the giant snail and the words "kill them all" as a bold headline. As a bold headline. You have a perfect government. You probably don't think you do, but you do. All right. Research. Hello, bionics. Thank you. Bionics. Let's get this going. Finally, I can get to bionics. Do I actually have the things that I need to make the fabrication bench, though? Because I don't actually remember what that is. Fabrication is... I need one more advanced component. Alright, I need a good trader to turn up sooner rather than later. One more advanced component, and I can get the fabrication bench going. Good. Oh, although actually on research... I should think about advanced fabrication so I can make my own advanced components. But it won't matter because I still don't have the fabrication bench to make the advanced fabrication bench component thingies on. Story of the Snake. Lizard went into the evolution office and said, "Hey, I'd like to smell with my tongue. I'd give an arm and a leg for it. Ha ha, ba-dum-bum. It's one of my qualifiers for dating whoever I date. It has to not mind amphibians, reptiles, bugs, and snails." Yeah, amphibians and reptiles, that's basically okay. Again, I adopt a sort of live and let live attitude towards them. They don't bother me, I don't bother them. Bugs and snails, not so much. Not so much. But they did give us free snail poison. Now that's a government in action. I would be happy to pay my taxes in that government. If I know my tax money is going to snail poison, I'm going to be a lot more cheered up when I write that check every year. Forced weather. Okay. What do you got? Alright, it's going to be forced weather. I know that part. What is the forced weather going to be? Probably rain. Foggy rain for 19 days. Oh, these are the easiest ones. I could actually just get a flat-out Persona Core right now. A flat-out Persona Core. Which I would have to, like, travel halfway around the planet to get. Just for putting up with some rain for 19 days. I've stepped on a slug. That's awful. Yeah, no, I mean, you stepping on giant slugs. I wouldn't even go anywhere near them. As pointless as it is, it's been discovered that not all snails have shells, and not all slugs are shellless. Well, then they're just playing with us, Harry and Charlotte. They're just playing with us at that point. Slugs should not have shells. Snails should have shells. That's how these things work. If you're not doing that, then you're just playing mind games with me. So I'm not interested in snails or slugs, especially if they're going to tease me with what they are. I would gladly put Dave in any job for which he has proven through games he can do, but I would not marry him. I appreciate that. More to the point, Mrs. Dave appreciates that. She appreciates the fact that you are not interested in proposing to me. I feel you there. I feel you. How about bees? I will go with my live and let live on bees. You don't bother me, I don't bother you. No problem. That's my policy on bees. Flying insects, I'm less bothered by, because it is a live and let live thing. I mean, if they're flying around, I don't bother them, they don't bother me, except wasps and hornets, because those are angry insects. They will chase you. It's the crawly ones I don't like. Snakes are better. No, I don't disagree, Bird Brains. I have no problem with snakes, really. Again, live and let live. If you could do any job you have done in simulation, what would you do? Oh, jeez. Does YouTuber's Life OMG count? Because that game is wicked easy to do YouTube on. Yeah, I would go with YouTuber's Life OMG! Apparently. Yeah, that's a simulation of a sort. I would do that, because my first video in YouTuber's Life OMG! Apparently. Got 2,000 views. Do you know how hard I have to work to get 2,000 views? You know how lucky I have to get 2,000 views? So that would be my answer right there. Yeah, in YouTuber's Life OMG! Apparently. I was basically like doing full-time YouTube in, like 6 videos basically. So that's my answer right there. Yeah, no, we're totally doing forced weather. I kind of want to do it for the Persona core because it's just so hard to get those. But yeah, and I am. I mean, you've got a bionic implant here. You've got an artificial gland, but it's not a very good one. All right, we're getting a Persona core. I didn't kind of plan on that, but here we are. Here we are. So now it's going to rain for 19 days. Undignified throne room. Oh, that's because nobody's fueled your Who's What's it there. Yeah, Dave's wife is not big on sharing, and neither am I. So although I appreciate your offer of marriage, I will politely decline. I will politely decline. And as I say, I'm not into bugs, so we wouldn't get along. It wouldn't be worth it in the long run. It really wouldn't. Now I want cake. Is Mel still making cake? I bet Mel is still making cake. I like cake. Cake's good. Oh, it's nap time. Right. The pods have arrived. Great. So we've just got a Persona core. Those are... All right, RimWorld royalty, I do like. I like it a lot. I like the quests. I like the more sort of focused storyline of it. But they are giving up Persona cores like candy these days. Those should be wicked, wicked hard to get. Candy cake or my husband. No, that's right. Those are the three things you will not share. One former white cake, now chocolate cake. Yay, surprises. I'm good either way. Thief, house renovator, leader of a colony, lumberjack, hospital builder. Well, the house flipper one, if those were like real numbers, where it was actually that easy to turn that huge a profit, then house flipper. Because it's just really, really easy to turn a profit. I mean, flipping a house is obviously harder than that. Can't just go in and throw some paint up and get like $200,000 profit out of it. But yeah, that would be a pretty good one. I would not mind doing that as a living. That'd be okay. If it wasn't so nasty out, I would get butter. Yeah, we have no butter. Oh, we have no butter. Do you have any interest for Transport Fever? Not really, Ethan. It's logistics, and that's where that keeps me entertained for about an hour, and then it just kind of makes me frustrated. Because I don't do well at logistic games because I don't care enough about getting everything 100% perfect. It's a game about being hyper efficient, and I'm not. I mean, we're all very clear on that. Look how dirty the kitchen is. I'm clearly not very efficient about these things. So, Baby Muffalo. Ooh, how long is it till Baby Muffalo? We should probably check that. Oh, wait, go to the animal screen. Pregnancy screen. 5 more days. 5 more days until Baby Muffalo. So, I haven't heard a single name apart from Gary Coleman come up, by the way, Em. So, right now, the Baby Muffalo's name is Gary Coleman, unless I hear otherwise. Sorry if I'm on and off. One of my husband's friends is dealing with a relative with COVID, and we're talking about that. Well, that's a very serious thing. That's absolutely something you should be talking about. Don't apologize to me. I'm just happy you're here. You do whatever you got to do. I'm just playing RimWorld. You got real world things that need to happen there. So, excuse me, cough coming on. One moment. Thank you very much. So, no, Ethan, I don't really have a lot of interest in Transport Fever or many logistics games. I can't put in the effort for them, I guess is what I'm saying. I can't put in the effort for them. Maybe you were surprisingly competent at it. Wait, what am I surprisingly competent at? I've totally forgotten. It's not logistic games, I can assure you on that. I can absolutely assure you on that. I do better with games where I have a little bit more creativity, like RimWorld or House Flipper or something like that, where I can really kind of do my own thing. Or I do well with games where I can try and tell a story. Like Colony Builders, again, always do well for me because I can kind of build a story into it. That's the two types of games that I really kind of enjoy. Dave's wife is indeed Mrs. Dave. Dave's wife is Dave's wife or an edgy sub. No, this started, well, here's the thing, Nox. This started ages ago because, obviously, YouTube is linked to your Google account, and when Mrs. Dave would join the stream, it would basically show her full name. And that, that's not okay. We have a degree of privacy that we look for there. So she changed it to Dave's wife. So everyone was very clear about who was in chat. And mind your manners, because I ain't playing. That's my wife there, and that's the most important person in my world. So it became this kind of thing where that's she did that sort of very quickly, and it's just sort of stuck. I find in my own real world life, I end up referring to her as Mrs. Dave, even to people who like know her real name. So it's just kind of, it's been sort of it's an inside joke that kind of got outside, basically. Have you tried Forager? I looked at it, and actually I got offered a key to that, and I turned it down, which was probably stupid, but I don't ever like to take keys unless I'm very, very sure it's going to make it on the channel. I don't want to have people, developers give me a key unless I'm sure I'm going to put it on the channel. Even if it's just a one-off, I like them to feel like they made a good investment there. And I looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and then at the end of the day, I'm just, no, it's just not right for me. I'm sure it's very good for the right person, but it's just not right for me. Willow, you're exactly right, and I actually meant to put Reed back on super cleanup duty. I was just letting him get some. Yeah, he's just really good at art. In fact, he just leveled up in art. So I'm gonna let you keep doing that, because when a trader does come by, those advanced components are not going to be cheap. Okay, who could go on cleanup duty that I don't kind of need? Borba, you can go on #1 cleanup duty, please. Just get some cleaning, get the mop out here. It gets a little weird when I email new people. Yeah, no, because that's how it comes up on her email too. And then people think she's some sort of like, horribly submissive wife who has no life of her own, which is the exact opposite of who she is. So yeah, she's Dave's wife. What do you have? No identity beyond your husband? No, actually, she has a very, very wonderful identity outside of me. It's probably the best part of her, but I just get in the way. But it's just, yeah, again, it just kind of was an inside joke that got outside and never ended at this point. I'm not here enough to be remembered, but I love the stories. I remember you, Nox. I remember you. You were one of my mechs in XCOM. I remember exactly. You and Birdbrains were the two mechs in XCOM when we did Enemy Unknown stream. That was quite a bit of fun. Actually, we did 2 of those. I don't remember if you were in one of them or both of them, but I do know you were there as one of our mechs. You and Birdbrains. Oh, we're getting most of this done over here. I could keep picking away at this. So let's get, no, not mining, smoothing. Let's get some smoothing done. Here, 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 and here. Let's get all of these out of here. Oh, and by the way, are we continuing to make stone blocks? I kind of like to check on you people. Where is my stone table? Oh, it's right in front of my face. Okay. Yeah, we've got a bill in for stone blocks. Excellent. Muffy. Okay. Fair enough. Yep, fair enough. Steve, Bob, or Pete. Right. I think we can do better than that. I think we can do a lot better than Steve, Bob, or Pete. Muffy's good. Does it? I mean, we should probably wait and see the gender before we commit to a name, but it is good to plan in advance. We should start thinking about these things now, rather than having a baby Muffalo right on our doorstep. And oh god, the baby goats are so tiny. Baby goat is so very tiny. Why are you so small, baby goat? It's fun to watch an old Dave video and hear him talk to Birdbrains. Yeah, no, Birdbrains has been around here forever. Birdbrains is kind of an OG around here. I don't remember. Birdbrains, when did you first come in? Was it XCOM? Was it Muffalove? Okay, Muffs. Fair enough. I can go with either of those. Yeah, I'm kind of spinning towards Muffs if I'm gonna be honest, but I don't hate Muffalove. Flamethrower buddies for life. Yeah, no, that's what it's all about. Muffler. Okay, little diesel there. I see what you're doing there. Okay, Ragamuffin. Not bad. Not bad. That may be my top contender. Birdbrains, XCOM is a terrible name for a baby Muffalo. Terrible name for a baby Muffalo. Why would you call a baby Muffalo XCOM? Doesn't make any sense. I'm leaning towards Ragamuffin now. I'm leaning towards Ragamuffin. But I invite other suggestions until... wait, how many days now? Until... Okay, still 5 more days. I'm going to kick it into, like, medium gear. Because we definitely want to get to baby Muffalo. Kibble, since you tend to murder my little ones. I didn't murder the little ones. The betrayal did that. Muffleberry got in the way of some bullets. It was not my fault. I mean, it really wasn't. It was the betrayal thing. I had very little control about that. Addie, if you're standing around doing nothing, could you refuel these? Because Painstingle is complaining about the bedroom. And it's very, very fussy. Okay, Willow likes Ragamuffin. Excellent. Got sent over from Penge, watched the Western Colony Builder, and watched one of the Econ streams. Okay, cool. Cool. And became a mech, really, with a t-shirt that says, I'm a mech. Chat lag. Oh, is it lagging on your end? Oh, sorry about that. I'm just happy I can see chat at all. The first 15 minutes, I couldn't see anything. Mel's up with Ragamuffin. I'm kind of leaning Ragamuffin. I'm kind of leaning towards Ragamuffin. I think that's a perfectly acceptable name for a baby Muffalo of any gender. I think that works either way. Let's get a lamp. Actually, let's get... How do I want to do this? Oh, I know exactly how I want to do this. Let's do a wooden door. Wait, do I really not have any wood? I don't have any stored. Do I have no wood? Okay, tree chopping duty, everybody. Everybody chop down some trees, like, super, super quickly. Sort of like anything that lives up in here. Just, oh, there's like 3 trees. That's not going to be enough trees. Wow, we are really light on trees. There's a bunch of them down there. Okay. There's a bunch right there. So when you get those trees chopped down, go ahead and put in a wooden door over here and over here. And then I'll get the power lines to come down here, like sort of that-ish. Yeah, that'll all work. That'll all work. What kind of stone blocks do I have a lot of these days? Marble. Okay, I've got a lot of marble blocks. Fair enough. Fair enough. So we'll do marble for that. Actually, Ethan, I'm getting some chat lag too. I noticed that. Yeah, I'm a few behind. I'm definitely a few behind. My pillow. Oh. Yeah, it's a good pun. I'm not doing anything to support that ridiculous man, though. I believe that Ragamuff is an insult. Is it? Oh. Is it somehow horribly offensive and I've never been aware of that? It probably is. I don't know what happened there, Em. I only saw it once on my live chat, but I did see it like 4 times on the screen. I'm not sure. It's not an insult, it's a way of life. Terry Hart, the legend. The legend, celebrity Terry Hart in the house, as the kids say these days. So if that's like something horribly offensive, I probably don't want to do that, just in case somebody new hops on and they're like, oh my god, how could you use that name? That's the most offensive thing I've ever heard of in my life. So, alright, what were my other options there? Not XCOM. Kind of, okay, I might spin towards Muffs. Muffs is pretty good. I mean, in the plural. In the singular, it could be taken the wrong way. But in the plural, it makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. I think that's what they call poor kids. Well, surely the poor kids would be offended by that. I feel. If I was a poor kid, and you said that, I would be offended. Okay, so long as it's not like, in some way, some sort of racial epithet that I was previously unaware of was offensive, because you never know. You never know. You use a word all of your life, and then somebody says, oh, yeah, P.S., do you know what the history of that word is? You probably shouldn't be saying that. And they're like, okay, I actually never knew that. Sorry. Ragamuffin is an urchin. Okay, Anna, welcome, by the way. Welcome. I think we can get by on Ragamuffin. I think if everybody's basically okay with it, and we've hopefully Googled it and make sure it isn't horribly offensive to somebody, if it just means street urchin, then that's 100% fine. I don't think the street urchin contingency is going to rise up and riot my house. Marsh Muffalo, that is pretty good. That is pretty good. Muff sounds good, like a gang member in West Side Story. That is good. All right, well, if everyone's basically okay with Ragamuffin, then I'm okay with it. I actually prefer it. I just, I like to make sure if anyone comes on chat and they haven't been here before, that I haven't put up something that's like, oh my god, how could you say that? That's the worst thing in the world. I just like to check these things. You never know what it's like I say, you never know what word you've been using your entire life that you had literally no idea was offensive. Because it's happened. We had the whole conversation about using the term grandfathered, and I had no idea the history of that phrase. I've been using that all of my life. In fact, I used it quite a lot because I was in the trades, and that came up quite frequently. It's not an insult to poor kids. It's like if someone is ungroomed and hyper. Got it. Starts rioting because why not? Yeah. I don't... I'm going to go ahead and say, Nox, there's probably not a huge ragamuffin voting bloc that's going to rise up. Well, I mean, by their very nature. If they're street urchins, they're probably not very well organized, except as pickpockets. They're famous for being pickpockets. If you see a street urchin, just guard your wallet, because they're all pickpockets. And exactly, well, if it's not a slur, then fine. Barring a even better suggestion, we're going with ragamuffin, unless somebody has a completely different opinion about that. Okay, these are basically all done down here, so let's get a lamp in there. I'm really just building spare bedrooms in case I need them. And let's get some marble floors to come in here. I'd love to see a trader. I'd love to see a trader, specifically one who had advanced components. That would be super keen if one of those wanted to show up. Actually, I could throw a little lamp in here. That wouldn't be the worst idea. Where's my, show me my power lines again? Yeah, that's cool, but put one, like, there, and then call me when you're done. And we'll always riot. Excellent. And that's fine. You know, in the ways that the world ends, you know, plague, war, whatever, I'm always kind of hoping for riot. I hope that's how it all goes down, but by the same token, I never wish to offend someone unintentionally. Takes chair, storms throne room. Well, the throne room is largely occupied by the Royal Muffalo right now. So if you're going to storm the throne room, you're going to have to get through the Royal Muffalo. And they don't play. I'm just saying, they don't play. So good luck with that. Good luck with the Royal Muffalo charge that you've got going on there. Goat has given birth. Okay. Yay, we've got another baby goat. I'm totally going to sell off some of the goats. I mean, the goat's milk is very, very nice. I appreciate that. Noah, welcome, welcome. I need to stop talking at the screen. You know, you can just type, right, Willow? Am I inciting you to scream at the screen? I hope not. So yeah, another baby goat. I would not mind selling off a few of those baby goats if a trader might be interested. I need a bulk goods trader. That would be my ideal. A bulk goods trader right now would be like my dream come true. What do we have here? Oh yeah, we have the architect arm. I always forget that I have that. Kind of saving it. Saving it for someone who actually has a horrible, horrible arm injury. If you don't like the My Pillow guy, how do you feel about Billy Mays? I have no strong opinion about Mr. Mays. He's dead too, isn't he? Didn't he pass away? And Gonzalo is playing soothing harp music in the throne room. Yes, the harp is a major attraction around here. You're not wrong. And, oh, now that I think about it, the next research thing, I should probably figure out the whole harpsichord thing, because that's what they're going to want next. So I have no strong opinion about Billy Mays. Billy Mays, whether Billy be alive or dead, I'm pretty sure dead on that. Reasonably confident about dead. Then, you know, he does his thing and I do mine. Billy Mays is like a snake. Just live and let live. That's what I feel. Goats are indeed so teeny tiny. The baby goats are exceptionally baby goats. Like, I can barely see them here. And they're about a foot away. They're like a tiny little pixel over here. But we did chop down all of those trees, so that's excellent. I appreciate that. Billy Mays is dead. Okay, I thought he was. I kind of remember that happening in the news, that the guy who had the infomercial thing was dead. Or at least had, like, weird products that he sold on TV. But I have no strong opinions about him. I have no feelings about him one way or the other, just like you, Willow. Muffalos are adorable. Yes, they are. That's why we're encouraging the birth of the new Muffalo. How are we doing on that? How's the pregnancy going? All right, 3 more days. Oh, and another pregnant goat. Wait, Svetlana's pregnant? Oh, okay. I don't actually know that I knew that Svetlana the donkey is pregnant. Okay, we're going to have a new donkey as well. That's not bad. Are we running out of celebs? Well, if you count Billy Mays as a celebrity and Gary Coleman, then yes. And the guy from Jurassic Park. So that's the 3 dead celebrities that we've discussed so far. Gary Coleman, Billy Mays, and that guy from Jurassic Park. But if you count those 3, then yes, we're completely out of celebrities. I don't know that I'd necessarily mark... Oh, yes, we've done bionics. Good news, Addy. We've done bionics. I should actually probably do specialized limbs. Yeah, because then I can really RoboCop some people out. All right, yeah, we're doing that. New celebs come along to replace the old ones. Yeah, that's the nature of celebrity. Always fine. Now I've got bionics, but I can't do anything about that because I can't build the fabrication bench because I'm missing one advanced component. I really need a good trader to come by. Like any day now would be nice. Like right now would be perfect. Get a nice bulk goods trader. Wanted to buy a lot of art, a lot of clothes, maybe a goat or two, and then sell me some advanced components instead. He's not dead, but Nicolas Cage. Yeah, Nicolas Cage is technically a celebrity. Nicolas Cage is getting weird. I mean, he's always been weird, but now he's getting, like, extra weird. Like Nicolas Cage weird. Like, not just regular weird. Let's do a... let's make this out of something interesting. How about we did... Yeah, I guess a granite double bed. That'll be fun. People will like that. Nothing more comfortable than sleeping on granite, I say. Do that over there. And then do one just out of regular wood. Sort of... Oh, no, that's a royal bed. No. No, not one of those. Just a wooden double bed can live... maybe, like, right here. And then when you're done with all that, we'll get some other stuff going, like end tables. That could live right here, and another one up there, and then some dressers there and there. And I won't bother with plant pots right now because there's actually nobody living there. How do you catch Santa Claus in a St. Nicholas Cage? Aha! I believe there's an internationally agreed upon limit to the max number of celebs, so whenever a new star rises, someone's got to give. Yeah, apparently Gary Coleman, and Billy Mays, and that guy from Jurassic Park. I don't pay attention to famous people very much. I don't either. Hi, Mads. Welcome. I don't either. I'm shocked at the... I think it's just a generational thing where, nobody cared about the people I cared about when I was younger, and I don't care about any of the people that young people care about. They're all just faceless celebrities to me. I don't even know what people do anymore. I'm sure they're vitally important to the people that care about them, though. Vitally important. So, it's more often than not that, I basically reached that age where I watch TV and watch news about celebrities, and now I'm starting to do that. Who is this person? Question. Constantly. Pretty much constantly. Who are you? What is it? Are you a singer? Was that an actor? What movie were they in? I'd never seen that movie. So that's the age I've reached. It's not that I'm in grumpy old man territory yet. I'm not standing on my lawn telling kids to get off my lawn. I haven't hit that yet. But I've certainly hit the who is that person? Why is that person famous? They don't do anything. That's where I'm at now. That's where I am. Oh yeah, we're just waiting on Muffalo to give birth. Okay, I was planning something. We did make... Actually, we've made some of the medicine I asked them to make, but not all of it. There's a reason for that. Visitors. Right. Might have a few items to trade. I bet you don't have an advanced component on you, do you? F and Tran? It sounds like that should be one person, F Tran. But no. And guys, can we go get the gold out of here and maybe those components while we're at it? I wish I had a lawn to tell kids to get off of. Oh yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Don't get me wrong, Knox. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm not there yet. I'm still at... I'm more at the... Why are you famous? I've never heard of you. And I'm also at the all your music sucks. Actually, I hit that a while ago. I hit that about 10 years ago. Like, all new music is terrible. It's all terrible. It's just awful. Why would anyone listen to this? The only good music was my music that I listened to. I've been forever asking who is that person. People are saying, do you live under a rock? I get that too. And I was like, I'm just not current. Because I don't care. I don't care. Certainly, definitely with music. I hit a point where I'm like, I enjoy enough music now. I've tapped out. I'm actually not particularly interested in learning new music or hearing new music because I'm very satisfied with the amount of music I have now. I hit that ages ago. But now it's absolutely with... I've never been 100% up on like film celebrities or TV celebrities because I don't care, really. There's a few, actors that I really enjoy and I know them, But apart from that, it's like that guy in Jurassic Park. I just don't care. All right, you have some regular components. I take those off you. Well, you have one. All right, I'll take that component off of you. You have some medicine. You actually have an assault rifle. Okay, what do you want in return for that? Because I'll take that off your hands. So let's see, I can get rid of all of these clothes. All of these clothes are right out of here. Even if they're decent, I can make more. I'm not worried about that. They're valuable just to sell. Except for keep an eye out for that. Hang on, Nox. I have to approve that for obvious reasons. I'm 32, but I don't think it's our fault, indeed. Naughty hamsters. You have to police naughty hamsters. You have weird nature around you, Em. Very, very weird nature. Every time a pop star gets an award, I never know the name. Very savvy on voice actors. Okay, I couldn't tell you one from the other. I mean, I know some of the famous ones like Mark Hamill and whatnot, but I don't. I couldn't tell you any voice actor unless they were previously famous as something else, like Mark Hamill. But no, I just like I watch ads for the music awards things, like the Grammys or the MTV Awards. Like I honestly know about one person on that stage, and it's usually like the old person they dragged out, like Madonna. Sorry, Madonna, but we're all getting on in years. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. So it's like Madonna and 10 other people I've never heard of in my life. And that's okay. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm not really particularly interested in new music unless it's really, really good. I'm not saying I've never listened to new music in the last 10 years. I found some really great bands that I like. But I'm not actively seeking it out. Where is that? Where? I want to make sure okay, there's the Devil Strand cape. Wow, that is valuable too. And I've actually already tapped out your money anyway. So, okay, great. You know what? If I'm tapping out your money that quickly, I may as well take your medicine. I may as well and sell you a few more clothes in return. There we go. There we go. Better deal on your end, but I will absolutely take that. Thank you very much. Okay. Let's make it happen when it's not Saturday evening. David Prowse, Darth Vader's physical actor. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. That was a trivia question that I was embarrassed to fail. Because it was the question was what Star Wars character was played by 3 different actors, and I totally forgot about Darth Vader. I said Jabba the Hutt because I thought there might be 3 people inside the Muppet suit, but no, it's Darth Vader. Totally forgot about that. Sweet and sour chicken. Oh, that sounds good. Really good. That really good. Dolly Parton got dragged out to sing for Thanksgiving. Yeah, they keep dragging her out, and God bless her. She is a trooper. She really does. She'll come out under any conditions. I think she's about 114 now, and she looks fantastic. She looks great. That is someone who looked at plastic surgery and said, yes. Yes, please. I will take that. Due to Corona, it's bedtime. Otherwise, get a few more drinks. Oh, thank you. Well, thank you for coming by, Nox. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. It's always good to see you. Don't think I don't remember you. You're my mech. And Bird Brains. You're mech buddies. Flamethrower buddies for life. So you come back anytime. You are always welcome here. You know that. Bedrooms are just getting finished off. No real reason for them, and nobody lives there. But, you know what? While we're in the neighborhood, and I've accumulated a lot more wood, we may as well, put some floors up. No reason not to do that. So get some floors going this way, and this way. We'll even put some down in the Muffalo feeding area. It'll be nice for them. And all of this. Speaking of nice for them, how's the cleaning project going? Okay, it is looking a lot more clean around here. That's working out fine. Borba's on task there. Jabba did have 3 to 4 actors in his suit. I would call that a right answer. Yeah, unfortunately, the trivia game did not call it a right answer. They were looking for Darth Vader, is who they were looking for there. So I immediately thought Jabba the Hutt. He said, what Star Wars character has been played by 3 actors? I'm like, the huge slug guy, probably, because it's a giant Muppet. So it's got to take 3 people to do that. But no, the answer they were in fact looking for was Darth Vader. And it's an accurate answer. There's nothing wrong with that answer. Just embarrassing more than anything. It's got someone got real technical and tried to name Darth Vader's character with the most actors since they counted cameos in TV ads. Oh, that's even worse. Glad that didn't come up. Okay, with all of that done, Wow, they're just wrecking that floor. They are just going flying through that. It must mean they have nothing else to do. If you ever get a mod, there's a mod that puts a cat in the game that cleans for you. Well, that's just fundamentally opposed to how cats work. What? Cats don't do anything apart from be cats. If you said they put literally any other animal in the game that cleans for you, I would accept that. But if you're saying there's a cat in the game that cleans for you, I tell you, you don't fundamentally understand how cats work. So that's just incorrect. Mod or no mod, and I don't mod things. It's nothing personal. I don't have something against modding. It's just I don't do it. But if you're saying mod a cat in that cleans, I'm telling you right now, cats don't clean. So you've fundamentally misunderstood how cats work, and therefore your mod is incorrect. Tell any other animal. Tell me you put a giraffe in the game that cleans. I'm like, sure, I guess. Why not? Actually, there should be giraffes in this game. That would be really fun. That'd be super, super fun. Take the place of the alpha beavers. I hate those things. Not only are they useless, they're less than useless because they're destructive. Come in and eat all your trees. That's why I don't like mechanical trivia quizzes, because there are technically more than one correct question, but they're only looking for one right answer. Yeah, you see that a lot in industry-specific tests, too, like things to get trade licenses and that kind of thing, where you in the trade know the actual real-world answer, but they're not looking for that, though. So you always want to play to the test, not to what is actually the real answer for that. In the job that I used to have, that I did for 20 years, it's a question in one of our trade tests for like a certification of why we don't use wooden ladders. And anyone in the real world will tell you why we don't use wooden ladders, because they get rotten and they decompose. But the answer they were looking for was because they are heavy. We don't care. We didn't care, but that's not a real world answer. But that was their answer. That's the answer they were looking for. So that's the answer that you have to put down. We use aluminum ladders, not wooden ladders, because wooden ladders are heavy is the stupidest answer I've ever heard. But that's the one they wanted. That's the one they wanted. Bristly's out here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bristly. Good to see you. I am looking forward to the next part of Empire of Sin, because I'm really on the fence about that one. The reviews are not good, but your gameplay looks promising. Like, I watched your first video. I'm like, okay, I could see that. I could see this. This is okay. I mean, it's basically just 1920s XCOM. It's nothing. I don't think there's anything groundbreaking in it, but I could see that. And then I read the reviews, and the reviews are just tearing that game apart. So I do need to see more of your gameplay. I'm glad there's more coming up. I will see you later. Thank you so much for coming by. Very much for coming by. How's the baby Muffalo issue going these days? Where are we at on that? 2 days. 2 days till baby Muffalo. 2 days till Ragamuffin. I will do my best. Did I ever create? Now that I say that out loud, let's try and circumvent the issue that we had with Muffleberry, which is Muffleberry got caught in the crossfire, really. They do a computer training test, like open this file, and there are 5 ways to open the file, but you only want to do it one way. Yeah, it's just, it's finicky. It's finicky. It's kind of, because you know what the real world solution is, but that's not what they're looking for. So what I was thinking, to try and circumvent the Muffleberry issue, where Muffleberry got caught in the crossfire, do I have like an emergency animal zone? Is that like what, just like if trouble flares up, go to the emergency animal zone? Everywhere but the throne room, no. Ghost pillows, no. Oh, ancient danger, that's fine. That's fine, and we're not going there, it's fine. And then just animals. No. Okay, I'm going to create a new area. And it's going to be... This is how this is going to go down here. Ahmed, welcome, 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 welcome. This is going to be called Emergency Animals. Okay, so if you are an animal, and you are in an emergency, this is where you're going to go. So get out of that, expand allowed areas... Emergency animals just in the barn. I want you all to pack into the barn in the event of violence or anything along those lines. Where's the ancient danger? What's the problem here? Oh, it's actually down here. All right. Was not expecting that. Oh, I had you pegged to mine all of that too. Well, good thing we figured that out. All right, well, stop doing that then. That's a very silly thing to do. Don't mine that. Do continue to mine this, because that's Perfectly good steel that's not ancient or dangerous. So get that out of there. Svetlana the donkey hauling things in there. Is this vanilla or mods? This is vanilla, Ahmed. I don't. We actually just had this conversation, but that's totally cool. I don't really mod things. I'm just not a modding person. And I have no moral antithesis to it. People want to put mods in their games. That's totally fine. It just tends to be a rather slippery slope for me, and I am someone who prefers to sort of play the ball as it lies. I like to play the game as it's meant to be played. That's just my personal thing. There's nothing moral or anything about that. It's just the way I am. I didn't used to be that way back in the days of the original Sims, the first time the Sims came out. We didn't even call it modding then because we were young and heady days of the internet. We just called it downloading things off the internet and throwing it in the Sims. But I found it to be a rather slippery slope, wherein very quickly it's just not even the game anymore. You've just basically kind of made up your own game, and that's totally cool. It's just not for me. All right, I got that assault rifle. I should give that to somebody who's good at shooting and isn't going to be king someday. Shield's pretty good. Who's better? Kalian at 7, Legua at 10. And you only have a shotgun right now. Legua, congratulations. You're getting an assault rifle. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. So that's the emergency animal zone. In the event of... I'm mostly speaking to M. I'm mostly talking to M because I know M is concerned about Muffleberry. The future Muffleberry, Ragamuffin. In the event of an emergency, violence or otherwise, all the animals, if I remember, which I will not, if I remember, can be directed to flee to the barn. Immediately flee to the barn. Sometimes I get those questions on job tests like, better to work fast or sloppy or work carefully but late. I hate those tests. I really do. They're just not accurate at summing up, well, anything about a person. Anything at all. It's like all answers are wrong. Whatever answer you give will be wrong. So I'm not into those, like, sort of job aptitude kind of tests. I'll tell you, okay, here's the answer to that question. Here's how accurate those questions are. And Mel will be laughing at this one. Mel will find this particularly funny. When I was in high school, I don't know if they do it anymore, but when I was in high school, in like our third year or something, they made us take these aptitude tests, kind of find out what your ideal career would be when you got out of high school or college or something like that, or, you know, if you were going to college, where you should go to college, what you should focus on. And it was like this all-day test. It was this very intensive aptitude test. And at the end of it, they said to me, you know what you're really good at? Spatial relations and logistics. You should go into that kind of field. Which meant nothing to me at the time. I obviously didn't. But thinking about it now, I'm like, that's so not me. So not me. At all. And this is what they came up with in their aptitude test. That's why I don't like any of those work aptitude things you see on like Indeed or anything like that. So yeah, I was pegged in my third year of high school that I should go hardcore into science because I was very good at spatial relations and logistics. Like, seriously, logistics. Me. I mean, I'm sure Mel cannot possibly get off the floor because Mel is laughing so hard right now. There it is. Just came up. I'm glad you were able to get yourself off the floor in the fits of laughter that you were in to even type those emoticons. I really appreciate that. I know you've been on the floor for about 90 seconds now, just doubled over in tears because you were laughing so much. But no, in high school they said I should go into sciences because I was very good at spatial relations and logistics. I think they specifically, as sciences, they actually kind of pointed me a little more towards architecture, which, given my house flipper, is not a bad idea. But, architecture, there's just a lot of stuff going on in there. It ain't just drawing a picture of a house. But yeah, they wanted to steer me towards, I guess the broadly math stuff. Math stuff is what they wanted to get me into. But yeah, logistics, they said I was wicked good at that. Wicked good. Apparently, according to the aptitude test, I was. According to the numbers that they got, I was totally fine with that. I call it murder do and go allow a name named Anarchist inside. Okay, you can kind of pin that one on me. But we did have a chance of gaining a bunch of new colonists, so we had that going in our favor. That's what you have me for the logistics. Oh God, yes. Yeah, Mrs. Dave is if Mrs. Dave Mel, if Mrs. Dave was into video games, you guys would be perfect because it would be all logistic games. It would be all hyper efficient. It would be great. But yeah, no, yeah, she basically she runs everything, and every now and then I come up with an idea, and that's about it. And sometimes it's a good idea, and we do it, and then sometimes it's a terrible idea. No, Ahmed, I'm laughing at myself, man. I'm laughing at myself. Yeah, they said I'd be good at spatial relations and logistics. That's what my third year of high school. And it was not like some half-hearted test. Like I absolutely remember this being like a day. Like it was a day of high school, and it would like take tests in the morning and then break for lunch and then take more tests. And then they like put all the information together, and it was like this one-on-one sit down with somebody. And why is there kibble in the hospital? Why is there kibble in the hospital? Did somebody just drop that? Probably somebody just dropped that. I probably told somebody to do something and they just dropped it on the floor. Oh, we should actually wouldn't be a bad idea to get some more kibble going. Just want to make sure the royal muffalos are fed. There's plenty of hay up there, but it's not going to hurt me. I do have a alarming tendency not to feed things. People, animals, anything like that. Use video games to choose what you're good at. Fan of Mario Brothers? You get to be a plumber. Tetris, you get to work in a warehouse. Tetris is actually, Tetris is literally spatial relations. That's all that game is. And I was meh at Tetris. I was okay. But it was, it was the game of its time, but I was okay at it, but not spectacular at it. Again, logistics and spatial relations, I just got bored of it. It bored me quickly. So I'd get, a bunch of levels in, and then I just stopped caring. I'm like, blocks, whatever. Yeah. Yeah, Willow, I think it might be a generational thing. I don't really know if they do that anymore. Mrs. Dave, did they do that when you were in high school? Did they give you like a whole day of aptitude tests and trying to figure out what your career should be and where you should go to college and that kind of thing? 3,000 hours in Skyrim. What are you good at? Patience. That's what you're good at. Patience. First game I uploaded in the channel, Fallout 4. Yeah, Fallout 4. Because I enjoyed playing it. I love playing it. And I'm actually, when we throw around the phrase surprisingly competent, it's one of the games I'm surprisingly competent at. So I thought that would make a good first game just because I was so comfortable with it. I didn't have to think about playing it. I could think more about the commenting and that kind of thing. I mean, obviously, I didn't keep doing it because literally everyone on the planet has done Fallout 4. There are undiscovered tribes in the heart of the Amazon jungle who have never seen a white man, and they've done Fallout 4 playthroughs. Reminds me of The Sims. When you tell Sims to do something, they drop stuff any old place. Yeah, exactly. Okay, no, so Dave's wife never had to do those. It's a generational thing. I have a very clear memory of that event, because obviously we were all doing it. But apparently, apparently they realized how useless it was. Probably after me. Probably they said, I think we really need to re-examine this testing process, because we just told that kid he was good at logistics. And that's clearly wrong. That's clearly wrong. I mean, it's not even... I kind of have vague memories of talking to them. Like, it's hazy memories. It was a long time ago. And I remember saying, like, I'm really interested in writing and literature, and this is... I definitely feel I'm a liberal arts kind of person. And they're like, no. You're logistics and spatial relations. I'm like, okay... I'm pretty sure I'm like really into writing and being creative, and I'm in the drama class here, so you kind of see where things are going. Very little logistics in a drama class, but whatever. That's why they did. I broke it. I broke their test. I probably got somebody fired. I bet I got somebody fired. I did. I bet the nice person, I don't remember if it was a man or a woman, probably went back to work, and they're like, Bob, we have to address what you did with this kid because you are 100% wrong. Like, you gave him the exact opposite advice. Thankfully, the kid was stubborn enough to completely ignore you and go to a liberal arts college and study writing and performing arts and stuff. But clearly you were 100% wrong, Bob, and P.S. you're fired. Oh, and by the way, Bob, you completely bankrupted the company because no one has any value in our tests anymore. How could you look at that kid? How could you even look at that kid and think that he was into logistics and spatial relations? How could you even look at him? Look, he's wearing, he's got the punk rock thing going on. He's got spiked dyed hair and leather jacket. with like the Sex Pistols on it and stuff. How could you look at that kid and think he was into spatial relations? Bob, you're fired. The company's bankrupt. It's all over. That's what I think happened after I left that. What are your plans for your channel in the near future? That's actually a great question, Ahmed. That's a super good question. Because, you know, it is coming to the end of the year, so I always kind of like mentally think, what do I want to do next year? I think probably the most obvious thing that would have, you know, any obvious effects that you guys would see, I think after the new year, we'll probably start co-streaming to Twitch. So it would be YouTube and Twitch. And we'll co-stream to there. That's going to be, speaking of logistics, that's going to be some logistics on my end, which clearly I'm terrible at after Bob got fired and the company went bankrupt. But that's probably going to be the first big thing that you see is the live streams will obviously continue. There's no question of that. I love doing this. I look forward to this every single week with you guys. I look forward to this every single week. I can't wait to do this. I love doing this. So I think what I'd like to do is see if we can, because I can do it in Streamlabs. I've always been, well, I haven't always been able. It's actually a fairly new feature, but I can do it directly through Streamlabs. So it's a relatively easy transition to do it. It'll be, you know, it's going to be more challenging for me to kind of keep track of two different chats going on, but I'd like to say I have faith in myself, but I don't. It's all probably going to crash and burn. But so Ahmed, short answer is I think that's probably the first big thing that people will see in the new year is we will probably start co-streaming Twitch. Oh, does it not, Mel? Well, then why do I have the option to do it? That's weird. Well, now I'm gonna have to give it a shot. Oh, because I can press a button on Streamlabs and it says, you know, stream to both of them. So I may have to do more investigation then, because I'm not going over to Twitch. That's not my move. I just like to offer both. I would like to have the availability to do both. Are you full-time gaming? Oh dear God, no, Ahmed. Oh, you're adorable. Or no, I absolutely have other jobs. Thank you so much for asking that. That's the nicest thing anyone said about me in ages. No, dear Lord, no, man. No, this is a incredibly time-consuming and mildly expensive hobby. Because that's where it is. It's just not it's not realistic. There are many viewers who like unbelievably support this channel in one way or another, and several of them are in chat right now. But at the end of the day, I still got to go up. I got to go to work like everyone else. Go out and pay the bills, that kind of thing. Hey, look, it's everybody's dream. It really is everybody's dream. And you talk to anyone that has it, sure, absolutely, that'd be fantastic. That's not realistic, though. It's not realistic, and I am above all things a realist. I know I talk a lot of nonsense, but in the back of my mind, I'm realistic about what is and is not possible. So thank you very much for asking, but no. I remember a streamer saying something about Twitch not liking it. It's a policy rather than a possibility. Okay, good, because I'm not looking for any. I'm really ideally just looking to broaden the audience. So, I know, Twitch has its own monetization things. I don't think I've investigated what that is. I don't know if I'd actually be able to commit enough time to live streaming per week to actually meet their requirements. So really, for me, it's more about a way of broadening the audience and just seeing if there's some new people out there who might dig what we're doing. That's all. I don't ever want to limit the audience. I don't ever want to say, I don't want to feel like I'm alienating people. There might be somebody who only watches Twitch who might actually really dig what we're doing here, and I'm just not reaching them. I have no access to them. So I could have a lot worse hobbies, Willow. I could probably have better hobbies, I'm sure. But I could have a lot worse hobbies. It's I'll tell you, Willow, it long surpassed a hobby, and Ahmed too, because you kind of posed the question in the first place. It long surpassed a hobby, and it's more of it's a part of my life. It's a chunk of my life. It's a part of my life. Some people have kids. I have a YouTube channel. So, there you go. Oh, yeah, Baby Muffalo. Let's check in on that. Hang on. Let me just check this quest. Great structure. Okay, that's usually very, very easy to do. I should have plenty of stone blocks. None of these rewards are spectacular. I wouldn't mind some jade and a psychic harmonizer. Yeah, I'll take it for those two. That's a psychic harmonizer is actually really handy. So, provided you keep someone in a good mood, naturally. Jump to the location, and let's get this To be installed. Oh, good. It's a relatively small one. Okay. How about this lived over here? Somebody go put that over there. And yes, I will go check on Baby Muffalo. One day. One day. We are one day away from Baby Muffalo around here. Baby Muffalo, indeed. Baby Muffaloes are kind of M's thing, Ahmed. Yeah, our things. So yeah, it is technically a hobby in that it's not paying the bills. It does, in its way, it does, again, largely through the support of viewers. It is largely through the support of viewers. Incredibly generous viewers who I can never thank enough. So I just say thank you and leave it at that, and try to provide the best content I know how to do. So they do their thing, and I try and do my thing as much as I can for them, and try to put out the best things I can for them. But yeah, like I say, some people have kids. I have a YouTube channel. That's kind of what it is. It's a part of my life. I don't know if I anticipated that. I kind of did. I mean, I saw very quickly, like, wow, this is really cool. It's very, very fun to do. It's a tremendous amount of hard work, and it's a tremendous amount of time. It's a lot of time. It's just hours out of your day. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Even when it's hard and frustrating and things aren't going my way, I still enjoy the finished product. I take pride in looking at the channel and going, yeah, we put something pretty cool here together. Whether it has, no matter who's watching it. Specialized limbs. Okay. I'm going to back off on the fabrication because I can't do anything with that until I get an advanced component. So I'm actually going to go all the way back here and get the harpsichord. It's going to be really quick and easy, and I know I'm going to need it at some point. I hope your channel will grow and keep on gaming. Thank you, Ahmed. I appreciate that. It's never not. It's never not. It's always grown. I think I was saying this last week. Like if I were a stock on the stock exchange, you would totally put your money in there because it's just slow but steady, consistent growth. It always has been. Just nobody's skyrocketing up here. I'm never going to be one of those guys who gets 1 million subs overnight. It's not going to happen. But I always do slow but steady, consistent growth. Always have. It's always it's a gradual uptick. And I'm very happy with what we've done here. So we enjoy watching you, so it's a win-win. As long as you don't go to Twitch exclusive. Oh, God, no. No. I only go there when linked to it. I don't follow it. No. It would. I can assure you. I can 100% assure you. It would. The best it would be co-streaming. I would like to be on both if that's possible. If it's not a policy thing like Mel might be saying, I'll have to do a little more homework. I actually have done very little homework apart from knowing I can physically do it, that I can actually hit a button and do it. And I technically have a Twitch account. I'm not even sure I remember the password for it. I'll have to probably reset all the info. So like Mel was saying, I may or may not be able to go through with it. I've really done very little homework. My ideal would be co-streaming. And again, it's just to broaden the audience. That's all I'd want to do. As I was saying, there might be somebody on Twitch who would be wicked into what we're doing here, but I'm just not reaching them. They have no way of knowing what I'm doing. So that would be my ideal. Just broaden things out a little bit and reach more people. Yeah, just reach more people. And like I just said, slow but steady, consistent growth. There are so many. It really, if I sit right down and think about it, I should feel, and I do feel extremely lucky because there are a lot of good channels out there that, just don't get a look. Nobody even knows they exist. So I feel very lucky to have all of you guys watching. And I feel very lucky to have achieved what we have. I really do. Any new games you want to play or are planning to play? Oh, well, there's always new games, man. There's always new games. There's always something coming out. There's definitely plans. I know everyone has kind of seen the channel's getting a bit of a spin dry, and that I'm taking some older stuff out and putting newer stuff in, and that will continue. That's going to keep going. So there's at least a couple of new ones coming out that I definitely want to do. I said this is absolutely what needs to be on the channel. I think I can have a lot of fun with a couple of games that are out. So I won't do spoilers or that. But in terms of personal gaming, which I do very little of, extremely little of, I do. Again, I have to keep saying it. Thanks to the generosity of a viewer, thank you very much, and that person knows who he is. I do own Cyberpunk 2077. I've actually owned it for about a year, It just hasn't been out. It's not available yet. So if they actually keep to the release date, I will look forward to playing that myself. I don't have any plans to put that on the channel because by the time it's downloaded, it will have been done to death. By the time I can actually get that thing to download, just the very nature of YouTube, somebody will have already beaten the game in a speed run on max challenge in Iron Man mode. And what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I'm looking forward to playing that one myself, though. That's going to be a good little private playthrough for me. Do you feel that the moon will be the final episode of House Flipper? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Very much so. Very much so. I want to get to the moon. And then I think once we've done the moon, and we'll take as much time on the moon as we need to. I don't know how much time the moon takes. I've never been there. I mean, seriously, I've never been there. I've never done that in the game. Then I would like to bring on a new regular Friday stream. RimWorld will keep going on Saturdays until, honestly, we don't want to play RimWorld anymore. Or, like has happened before, Streamlabs has a sudden flummox and just starts hating RimWorld and won't do it. That's why the last colony couldn't continue. For months and months and months, Streamlabs was just not cooperate with RimWorld. They just didn't play nice together. So yes, that is absolutely my plan. And I do have an idea for that. It's not 100% on it. There is one game that I'm thinking of making the regular Friday stream. I'm not 100% on that, so I don't want to kind of do any spoilers or say this is definitely what's going to happen. But I would like to put in something other than House Flipper. And I'll tell you why it's a bit of a shake-up. First of all, I think once we've done the moon in House Flipper, then what am I going to give you that's fresh? You know what I mean? And it's just, even in the last couple of houses we've done, I often hear myself saying, oh, wow, I already did that. I did that idea. I've already done that idea. And look, nobody has more fun playing House Flipper than me. I have made some insane things in that game. I have made ridiculous things in that game, and I love it. But I do think kind of once we've gone to the moon, we're kind of done. What else can we do? One of the things I find interesting about your channel is trying new things all the time. It's the way I game, Willow. It's the way I play games. I'm like, oh, shiny new game. Let's play that. And I have standbys. I have... we've talked about this many times in chat. I have the, sort of top 5 desert island games where I can play them over and over and over again, much like RimWorld. Oh, you're finally bringing that gold in, Legua. About freaking time. Yes, put it in the Royal Vault, please. I know the Royal Vault is stupid, but I like it. I like having the Royal Vault where all the gold and silver and jade lives. So, that's just the way I game, though. I mean, I have my standbys like RimWorld or Fallout 4 or XCOM that I can play those over and over and over again. But other than that, I get, I have the attention of a squirrel. I'm like, ooh, shiny new game, let's play that. And there's been several that have come out recently where I'm like, oh, wow, I'd love to put that on the channel. That looks so cool. I can't wait to put that on the channel. I get, obviously, Sim Casino and Amazing Cultivation Simulator. I'm having a ton of fun with Amazing Cultivation Simulator. I don't understand it, but I'm having a lot of fun playing it. It's basically Kung Fu Magic RimWorld. It's kind of awesome like that. It's basically RimWorld. It's Colony Builder, but also Kung Fu Magic Sect, religion, spirituality, Feng Shui thing. And Sim Casino, I have been waiting probably... I don't remember when Sim Casino first popped up on Steam, but I think it might have been 2 years ago. They said, hey, we're making this game called Sim Casino. I'm like, oh, cool. That sounds like exactly the sort of game I like. And it finally arrived, and it is indeed exactly the sort of game I like. Oh, Kukul, let's go. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming by. Honestly, I'd love to see you play Cyberpunk, but yes, it's the type of game you should really just enjoy. Actually, in terms of the... I do kind of want to just... in almost a weird way, keep that one for myself. I do. I've kind of tossed around the vague idea of streaming it, but streaming it blind, because I would not really have any time to, practice it or anything like that. Streaming it blind, I feel there's a lot going on in that game. Also, basically being kind of an action game, really what works best for the stream, I think we're all very clear, is games where I can just kind of WASD around. Or, I don't have to put a lot of thought. I don't have to react to anything, really. I don't have to react. Like House Flipper, it's not WASDing around, but I don't have to, react. Nothing, there aren't going to monsters that are going to jump out and kill me in House Flipper. At least, maybe they're on the moon. I don't know. What game What was the game with the pie? Took you forever to make, and you never actually got to make it. Oh, what was the name of that? What was the name of that? I can't think of the name of that right now. I know exactly what it was. A logistics game, so no surprise. I can make a pie in everyday life like nobody's business. But you give me a logistics game where I'm trying to make a there's a raid. Hang on. Gave me a logistics game where I'm trying to make a pie. I can't do it in like 6 episodes. I totally know the game. I can't think of the title of it off the top of my head. And I've got over 400 games on Steam. I'd like to say I'll go through and find it, but I won't find it very quickly. I know how to make money from the slot machines. Just up the bet higher. Oh yeah, no, we're working on that. You don't even worry about that, Ahmed. You don't even worry about that. I think it won't be in this one, but probably in the next one. Lucky Dave starts to pull in some money finally, and you're right, it is mostly off the backs of those slot machines. I start bumping those up a lot. Okay, so there's a raid. I'm not even 100% sure I'm going to wake the team up for this, because all of those guys are going to end up in the trap corridor. I mean, I guess I'll get some of them up. Actually, not Addy. Addy moves very, very slowly because Addy's very, very old. Guys, can you kind of come out and, I don't know, just sort of keep an eye on this raid? They're all going to die in the trap corridor. It's not even a thing. Rise of Industry, Willow. Rise of Industry. That was the name of it. Rise of Industry. I remember that. It's a good game. I actually had more fun playing that by myself in sandbox mode. I think I may have... Well, here's the thing. I'm going to say that I probably shouldn't have done like an air quotes challenge, because that kind of limited me. I do have a lot more fun playing it in sandbox mode, but the reason I did... Oh, yeah, they're already gone. Yeah, okay, you guys can all go back to bed. Raid's over. Nobody left alive? Nope. Ooh, 487 silver they were packing, though. That ain't nothing. So the reason I did the challenge run, which actually very neatly brings everything full circle to the kind of the rinse cycle that's been going on the channel lately, is so I had an end point. And this is actually where Ahmed is saying, like, what are the plans for the upcoming year? I need personally to be more clear about endpoints with games on the channel. And nobody's been real bad about it. But, when I just sort of wrap up a game by saying, okay, this is going to be the last episode of this game, when I haven't, air quotes, finished the game, like Epic Tavern, I did get a little... I'm not going to say blowback from it. Nobody was rude. But I did have some people saying, why aren't you going all the way to the end of Epic Tavern? And my response is basically, because Epic Tavern has been on the channel since June. It's been on the channel for 6 months. Half a year of doing Epic Tavern. And Epic Tavern is a really fun, funny game. But I could theoretically... I kind of just sort of... I didn't run numbers on it or anything, but I kind of had to think about, like, where am I in Epic Tavern? I kind of think Epic Tavern could have been on the channel for like another 2 years, and I would not have finished it. So there is a point where I have to say, okay, we need an end point. This comes back to Rise of Industry. That's why I did that, is so I'm like, okay, I have an end game. I have a point where I either succeed or fail, and then that series is over on the channel. Oh, yeah, Mel, you'd probably love Rise of Industry. Actually, kind of surprised that one's not on your radar. It's 100% logistics. And it's fun. It's fun. I had fun playing it in sandbox mode. Because there is also sort of a... it is somewhat procedurally generated, so you never quite know what resources are going to be on the map when you land there. And that can affect, what you do, what kind of industries you put up. And it is Rise of Industry. It's the name of the game. So you could go into it thinking, I'm going to be a coal miner, and guess what? There's no coal on the map, or there's very limited coal, or some other town has got all the coal, and you're going to have to buy it from them. I'm actually shocked that's not on your radar. I think you'd definitely dig that. So, again, coming into the what are we doing in the upcoming year, oh, the baby Muffalo is born. Hang on, stop talking about me. I'm sorry, Em. Let's all stop talking about me. Let's start talking about the baby Muffalo. Oh, baby Muffalo is here. Okay, where's your thing? Is it in social? No, it's in training. Yeah, it's in training. Okay. All right, just so long as we're all relatively happy with the idea that this is not offensive to anyone except street urchins. We are... Okay, do we want the double G spelling? Because I don't think that's actually how you spell ragamuffin. But I'll go with it anyway. There we go. Rag-a-muffin. There we go. One baby muffalo, one ragamuffin. Isn't raga like a dance hall music genre? That's like a genre of music. Not reggae. I'm not thinking of reggae. I'm actually specifically thinking of raga, which I think is like dance music. I don't know why that's getting stuck in my head, but I believe that to be correct. Anyway, ragamuffin now exists, Sam. There we go. There we go. So you exist. Unfortunately, you don't get to live with the royal muffalos because it's just the royal muffalos. Those are only the muffalos that are allowed there. So you will be trained, but you need to live in the animal zone, please. You need to live in the animal zone. Okay. This one, we're totally going to try not to get killed. Oh, it is Willow. Okay, thank you. I don't know why I was spacing out on that. It was 1G or 2. This is here. So, what do I have a lot of again? I have a ton of marble. Okay, this is all getting done with marble. Yeah, marble tile, please. So, place the tile blueprints with marble. Thank you. And place the column blueprints with... Oh, it's all marble, guys. 100% marble. Door... Actually, the door can be wood. That's totally okay. And then the walls can also be marble. Okay, that should be all set. They'll get to that when they get to that. It's totally fine. Raga. Okay, yeah, no, it's a dance music. Okay. I think it's like dance hall. No, I'm definitely not thinking of ragtime. No, I assure you I'm not thinking of that. I never think of that. In fact, saying the words right now is the first time I've thought about that in years. I assure you it is not ragtime that I'm thinking of, nor is it reggae. However, I do believe raga is a dance music kind of thing. So I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's accurate. I'm going to say I'm about 63% confident in that. About 63%, more or less. All right, so the bit where did Ragamuffin go? Oh, there we go. Oh, Reed's already feeding Ragamuffin. Great. Ragamuffin, freshly born, already being fed. So we at least know we're feeding you. Good. Good. I've had issues with that in the past. I won't lie. I won't lie. We'll kind of hover over Ragamuffin just for M's benefit. We all like Ragamuffin. I don't know if we like... I miss Muffleberry. Muffleberry was just awesome. Muffleberry got caught in the crossfire. That's why we have the emergency animal zone now. Ragamuffin, if there is a sudden firefight, you are to flee to the emergency animal zone at your earliest convenience, if the person playing this game remembers to do that. Perturby, thank you so much. Yeah, we'll see you Friday. No, we'll see you Friday, man. Our ice cream truck plays ragtime, so ragtime makes me want ice cream. Oh, dear. Raga is between reggae and dancehall. Okay, cool. That sounds like really good. I mean, I just had this huge speech an hour ago about how I'm not interested in any new music. But that does sound kind of cool. Because I like both of those genres, so throwing them together might be kind of cool. I don't know. So thank you. Thank you again, Perturby. We'll see you next time. My internet just hiccuped. Or hiccuped, as they say today. Hiccoughed. Really? Was it always hiccoughed? I've been saying hiccuped my whole life. Was it hiccoughed? Huh. Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. Not necessarily anything that I thought I was going to learn, but learn something new every day. Kibble, good. Okay. So the royal muffalos are well fed. And that's, well, I mean, what else are we doing now? We're researching a bunch of stuff. I just desperately need a good trader. I really, really need a good trader. It's the Muffleberry Memorial Barn. Ahmed, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Please come again. I know you will. Please come again. The Muffleberry Memorial Barn. I like that. I wish you could name the buildings. I would totally name the building as that. And, oh, there we go. There's Ragamuffin. Just kind of hanging out with the goats. We have a lot of goats, Ragamuffin. You're going to have to get used to them. Pronounced the same. Okay. All right. We've done the harpsichord. Yay. I mean, I only did it because we're going to need it at some point. Oh, royal apparel. Can't believe I haven't done that yet. Yeah, get some royal apparel going, please. Do I need to be making anything? I could get some more stone blocks kicking around. I noticed that bill died off. So yeah, make some more. It's never going to hurt to have some stone blocks. Just make a whole bunch of them. And then, I don't know, call me when you're done with that nonsense. Come back to, are we making any moves on... Oh yeah, we're plugging along with this. We're plugging along with this just fine. This will be done in no time. Yeah, psychic sensitizer. So long as Pain Stingle's in basically a good mood all the time, which he generally is, because he's going to have, like, specifically have a lot of his needs met, so he doesn't get all fussy about it. Like, more so than I care about the other colonists. Anyway, putting a psychic harmonizer in you would not be a bad idea, because that'll boost everyone else's mood, so long as you're in a good mood. We'll definitely have to look at that. You're not a body purist, are you? Nope, you'll have no problem if I sort of randomly shove some metal bits inside you that link up to your brain, and be totally fine. You'll be 100% on that. Wow, we've got a lot of food. We are not struggling for food in this colony. I will say this about that. We are not struggling for food. Got plenty of that going on. It's weird when the spelling of the word changes. Yeah, I did not know that was the spelling of it. I've known nothing but hiccuped my entire life. I never knew it was actually hiccoughed. Weird. Huh. I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't know that, but I didn't. So there it is. Maybe I should bump up how many... I'm going to bump up how many fine meals I'm making. Or, we do have a lot of berries. I wonder if I could get away with some lavish meals. I could. We've got actually plenty of fine meals. I'll bump that up to 25. And I do have a pause on that, right? I don't. Okay, pause when satisfied, please. Let's make sure people aren't at the kitchen all day, all night. Alright, that's all good. That's fine. That's fine. What else do I need to do? I don't feel like we got much done except wait for the baby Muffalo to be born. It's pretty much the focus of our day today. It's waiting for There's Ragamuffin. There's Ragamuffin down there. I think that was kind of the focus of our day, is just basically waiting for Ragamuffin to be born. And indeed, Ragamuffin is born. Are you male or female, by the way? You're female. Okay, good. So, barring you getting caught in the crossfire, again, in a firefight, you could actually potentially produce more Muffalos. I was wondering this. Would you ever want to have a half-cyborg face? Oh, every day. Every day. Why would I not, is the answer to that. Why would I not? Why only half, first of all? I mean, I guess if it's, half a cyborg face is better than no cyborg face at all, as the kids say. But oh god, yes. I'm fully embrace the concept of transhumanism. I fully embrace that. If anyone wants to come over and RoboCop me up, I am 100% fine with that. It's actually, it will be part of my living will. Mrs. Dave is aware of this. That in the event of terminal illness or any sort of other catastrophic event at the end of my life, she is at first try to make me into a cyborg, if that technology exists at that time. So try to create a cyborg out of me, if the technology exists. If not, then please download my brain into the internet. Thank you, Bird Brains. Thank you, Bird Brains. Then download my brain into the internet, and if that is not available, then freeze me for possible reanimation later. That's basically my living will. So salty that you ate Muffleberry. It's just that you just can't turn down food, Em. It's not just me. Penge did it too. Penge ate his pets when they died. Oh, hang on. Em. There's, Muffalaw and Order are doing things that adult Muffalos do in the privacy of their own feeding area. We could potentially have another baby Muffalo on the way. Another baby Muffalo. I'm just saying. I don't know how quickly that takes. Do we know, like, immediately if you're pregnant? Is that, like, a thing we know right now? No. Okay. Maybe that'll pop up later. I don't know. But they did the, we're doing things that adult Muffalos do in the privacy of their adult Muffalo feeding area. So we, oh, you're right. Half does look cool. Yeah, no, you're not wrong about that. I mean, if you're going for cool factor, then yeah, half cyborg face. But if you're going for, best you can be, then I'll take all the cyborg bits you've got, frankly. Always eat my pet who throws away perfectly good food. Right, well, I'm thinking about the other RimWorld, Mel, where they made me kill a cat, and then I, allowed the colonists to eat it. I would never personally kill a cat. I just don't want to annoy Bast more than anything, but, and then, but once it's dead, it's free food. It's free food, and Muffleberry is just living on in the colony, for a period of time, about, 52 hours, I believe, is how long it takes for food to move through the human digestive system. It's just a bit of trivia I picked up, which may or may not be true, but it sounds great when I say it. I'm going to finish this off by throwing, for no reason whatsoever, one more bed in here. Oh, that should be a research goal. Start to get the medical beds going. That would be a great idea. We should start to get the medical beds going and really kind of beef up the hospital a little. That should be my move. That should absolutely be my move. My baby isn't full. You have a full fridge, and now it's a little more full. I remember when you got 10 cats joining me, and you ate all of them, as I recall. If 10 cats joined my colony, I'd let 10 Yorkshire Terriers. I'll sell them off to the next merchant. But 10 cats, they live here now. That's how cats work. That's how cats work. But guys, let's call the stream there. I think we will call the stream there for today. It's been a very fun Saturday, as it always is. I love hanging out with you guys. I really do. I enjoy this so much. I look forward to this every single week, and I don't say that lightly. And I really appreciate you guys taking extremely valuable time out of your life. I mean, look, Mel is making cake, and Mel still sat here and rolled on the floor when somebody said I was good at logistics. So, guys, I really do appreciate you taking extremely valuable time out of your life to watch this silly thing that I do every day. But it makes me very happy to do it for you, and hopefully you get some sort of vague entertainment out of it. As well as says, do please like the stream. Did I like my own stream? I did like my own stream. Thank you. So do please like the stream if you haven't done that already. And thank you guys so much. I will see you next Friday for some more House Flipper, and next Saturday for some more RimWorld. Just a reminder as we head out the door, Saturday stream now kind of locked into 3 o'clock. So Friday at 2, Saturday at 3. I don't see any other changes coming down the line, so we'll go with that until I hear otherwise. Guys, I will check you out later. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Goodbye.